All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to JMC's Intro to Foster Care. My apologies for getting on a couple minutes late. Was having some technical difficulties. The camera on my computer wasn't working right. Not exactly sure what was going on with it. Um, it wasn't showing my face. It was just showing a big black screen. So um, that was the reason, I was on a little bit late. But now we are good. So now we can go ahead and move forward. Since we're already 2 minutes in, I'm just going to jump right in and get started. So welcome to JMC's Intro to Foster Care. Welcome everybody, and welcome in to a space where you will learn a little more about what we do, what we stand for, and the need for foster parents, and any questions you would like to have answered. So getting started right away. Who are we? We are JMC. JMC is short for James Matthew Commission. We are an organization that focuses on supporting children primarily within the foster care system. We believe that every child will and should experience an authentic, reliable, and supportive community. We feel there are no bad kids. There are only kids put into bad situations. We strive to make fostering children become, the talk of your community. We serve the foster care community in many different ways, but our main goal is to find more people who are willing and able to provide a safe and stable home for kids, within the foster care system. And if you join in, welcome. We appreciate, having you. And again, we started a minute or so late for technical difficulty reasons, but here we are. So, we're just talking a little bit about foster care. Now we're going to move on to the problem. There are three major problems when speaking about foster care in our communities. One, there are unbelievable amounts of children being taken from their homes and being placed in the foster care system. This means these kids are being taken not only from their homes, but from their communities and villages and, the places of normalcy. And being placed in ones that they're really unfamiliar with. And then the third problem is, along with those two, there's also a very, very limited amount of adults who are willing to provide a safe and stable home for these kids within their communities. And we know there's a lot of adults who have the not necessarily have the capacity, but could do it if they wanted to. Sometimes we just need to get the information out there more, and because throughout the foster care system, it's not really talked about very much. Just in regular everyday society. So our hope is that we can get it pushed out into society more, so people know there's really a need for it. So our tagline, what we stand for. This is literally what we stand for. This is who we believe we are, and we strive by this every single day. So we are a village for children in need. Again, we are a village for children in need. So you're probably wondering what that means or how we execute that. So we find trusted adults who will provide a safe and stable home. We assure that children have their mental, emotional, and developmental needs met. We continuously engage with caregivers as they care for our children. We make connections in our community to those who share our values and passions. And then lastly, at the end of the day, we'll help you find a role in our village so you can make a positive impact on, our children. And there's many different ways you could do that. So now we'll move on to some steps to becoming a foster parent. So one, get in contact with us through our many different platforms, Facebook, Instagram, our website, phone, email, in person, whatever the case may be. So we'll talk a little bit more about those later on. Two, you will be directed to myself to answer any quick questions you may have, figure out how you want to approach the process, and get you to come out for an orientation so then you can, learn about JMC, learn about fostering, and, be another step closer to becoming a foster parent. And then after that, after the orientation, you'll need to fill out a background check and also a pre-application form, and then we can dive full-fledged into the licensing process to get you to become a foster parent. All right, so now that was a lot of the informational things that we have going on here with JMC CPA, and talking a little bit about the need for foster care in your community and some of the problems that it presents. So now we're going to move on to a little bit of Q&A. So like I said, if you have any questions, this is a good time for dispelling myths about the foster care system. If you ever had any questions about the system, if you have any questions about who we are as JMC, or just any foster care related questions, this is the time to get those answered. And while we do Q&A, if there isn't any time or any questions that you all may have, I'll be rambling off some frequently asked questions. So they may be on people's mind. They may be nervous to say it, or it's just not in their head at the moment. But so we're gonna ramble off some questions. Hopefully, we can all learn some new things about foster care. So, one frequently asked question is, do foster parents get paid? Yes, but it's not going to be an independent income source for you, but more money for the child. So you will have to have a different source of income other than what you're getting for being a foster parent. Can you make requests on what type of child is placed with you? So yes, we'll never push anything on you that you can't handle, and your voice and opinion 100% matters. We will try as hard as we can to provide you with everything you're looking for. How long does licensing process take? We say 75 days is the timeline we would want to fit it into, but it's really up to how motivated you are. And, just know that us as JMC will be there for you every step of the way. We're very grassroots, and we're not afraid to, come to you if need be, or, reach out in many different ways. Like I said, we're definitely grassroots and not afraid to get our hands dirty. And, anything we could do to help these foster kids, we're going to do our best to do so. So do you have to deal with the biological parents all the time? So yes and no. At the end of the day, JMC is a village, and our ultimate goal is to unify these kids back with their families. So however comfortable you are with the biological family can really dictate how much interaction you may have with them. But at the end of the day, we're going to try to do what's best for the child. So if it's best for the child to see their biological family more and, possibly get you involved a little bit, that's what we're going to push for. But we're not going to push anything on you that, you're uncomfortable with at the same time. It's all about a healthy balance. Can a single parent foster? Yes, a single parent can foster. Is there an age limit? You just got to be 21 years of age or older, and you can foster. What do I need to become a foster parent? Honestly, all you need to do to be able to do is provide a safe and stable home, have a positive attitude, and you can be a foster parent. Can I have other children in the house? Yes, you can have other children in the house. Like I said, it all really depends on your family dynamic. So whatever you deem fits best for you and your family, we can always accommodate for that and make that, make changes and, try to make the best fit for the child, because, we want what's best for the child. And honestly, what's going to be best for the child is also, typically what's best for the family as well. If the family's happy, in return, the kid will be happy, we'll be happy, and we'll have a much smoother process. What's the biggest issue within the foster care system? The biggest problem, like we talked about a little bit earlier, is the unreal amount of children in need of a home, and the little amount of people who are willing to take them into their home. The little amount of trusted adults who are willing to take these kids in. How long are children in foster care? Children can be in foster care from the time they're born until 18 years of age, even in some instances a little bit after 18 years old as well. Kids do have insurance. So they do come with their own state medical insurance, which covers medical, dental, and pharmaceutical needs. So you'll never have to come out of pocket for any of that stuff, which is good. So you can just, all you got to worry about is providing a safe and stable home for that kid. How do you get started? You can start by getting in contact with myself or anyone else on the team through our JMC website, social media pages as well. Also emails, phones, everything like that. And then, we can get you started with orientation after you reach out. So to wrap things up, we appreciate who has tuned in to our live. We hope that you are all a little more familiar with foster care and the problem that it presents within the community. If anything that we spoke about aligns with your own values, your own passions, we would love to connect with you and get you involved. You can contact us by email at fosters@jmckids.com. And if you need to see this, see the contact information, the post does go up after we're done done on live. So you can always go on there and pause the video and everything like that. But like I said, email fosters@jmckids.com, or you can reach out to my personal email, ddorsey@jmckids.com. You can also check out www.jmckids.com for more information. And you can reach out to my work phone, which is 253-229-2521, if you want to, get started in the process a little bit quicker. But all right, that's the wrap up. That's it. We appreciate everybody who's joined and who's going to watch later as well. We appreciate all of you for, supporting JMC day in and day out. And, hope to see you guys soon. All right, see you guys later.